Hey guys, Nick here from Nick's Taxes, and today we're going to discuss 3 Canadian dividend stocks that I think are worth investing in during this current market uncertainty. Now, we witnessed a big stock market crash happening in March, and there's been a lot of volatility ever since. So a lot of investors are now looking at safer plays with quality dividends. So I'm going to take a look at 3 Canadian dividend stocks that I think are worth investing in. Whether you're in Canada or anywhere internationally, having these stocks are, I believe, quality picks, and they represent 3 different sectors of the Canadian economy that I think are going to put your investments in a well-diversified position. So without further ado, let's get into the stock picks. The first one is TD Bank. Now, I think any of the big 5 banks are a great play in this scenario based on their size, the strict regulations, and their long histories, especially when you compare them to the US markets and their banks. I think these Canadian banks are quality picks. But for today's video, we're going to look at TD, which is one of my favorite banks for investing. They're selling currently at around $60 per share with a 5.22 dividend yield, which is paid quarterly. They have a current dividend payout ratio of about 53%, which means 47% of their profits are reinvested back into the company. So that number is a very safe number and a very good sign when you're looking at a good dividend stock. Now, they're currently selling at around a 23% discount compared to their highs that were back in February. So now is a great time to buy them, not only for their dividend and their high current dividend yield, but also because of the capital gain appreciations that could be coming in the short term. Now, one of the best reasons why I like TD stock over the other big 5 banks is they have the best dividend growth rate in the past decade compared to their top 5 peers. And the bank's Q2 2020 report wasn't nearly as bad as it could have been, making their 2020 dividends and their 2021 dividends appear to be in good shape, and their dividend growth rate should continue, which is a good sign for investors. The next one I want to look at is Fortis. Fortis is currently selling around $53 per share with a 3.63 dividend yield, along with a 52% dividend payout ratio. Now, I really like Fortis because it's in the utility sector of the Canadian economy, and it's one of the largest utility companies in Canada. The one thing about utilities is they're often seen as a defensive stock because whether the economy is booming or in a recession, the need for energy is always there. And this is proven by, if you look at the recession of 2008, Fortis was actually able to grow in 2008 and in 2009. Now, Fortis is one of the top Canadian stocks on the list of Canadian dividend aristocrats, and it has actually been increasing its dividend for the past 46 years in a row, which is absolutely incredible, and the consistency that all investors would love to have. Now, the final stock I want to look at is in the telecommunications sector. And in Canada, there are 3 major telecommunication companies that have a vice grip on the industry, making it very hard for other competitors to enter the market. And those are Telus, Rogers, and Bell. And now, much like the bank stocks, I think any of those 3 would make a great dividend stock pick. And I would encourage you to pick the stock in which you actually do business with. And I'm going to look, for the purposes of this video, I'm going to look at Telus. Because Telus is one of the big 3 in the telecommunications sector. Because of its size and its hold in the industry, it's hard to see Telus going anywhere. And their current growth and dividends have also proven that. Currently selling at around $22 per share and has a 5% dividend yield, which is very good for a dividend stock. Payout ratio is also around 80%, which means they're able to invest 20% back into the business, and an 80% payout ratio is quite healthy for a stock like this. The best thing I like about Telus is that it has increased its dividend in the past 16 years in a row, and that's the type of consistency I love to see as a dividend investor. And with its current price around $22 and with a 5% dividend yield, it actually makes it very easy to qualify for a DRIP with this investment. You only need around $1,600 to invest in Telus to qualify for a DRIP. Now, if you don't know what a DRIP is, I would encourage you to check out my previous video on what is a DRIP. But essentially, a DRIP stands for a dividend reinvestment plan. So any dividends get automatically reinvested back into the company. So instead of getting your dividends in cash, you actually will end up with an extra stock. So at the current price and dividend yield, you don't need a whole lot of capital to qualify for a DRIP, making this also a very attractive move for first-time or new investors in the market. Okay, and there you have it. Those were 3 quality Canadian dividend stock picks to invest in during this market uncertainty. Each stock, I believe, is a strong play in its own sector of the Canadian economy, and I think they would be great additions to your portfolio, whether you're a Canadian investor or not. So thanks so much for watching. My personal favorite of those 3, I say, would be Fortis, due to their amazing dividend growth history. Now, almost 50 years of dividend growth is absolutely insane, and that's, you know, the perfect level of consistency that you would love to have a set and forget type of stock pick. So I think if you're going to have to pick one of those 3, that would be my choice. But again, I'm not a financial advisor. I encourage you to do your own research and your own due diligence when it comes to stock picking. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. I'm Nick from Nick's Taxes. If you got value out of this video, please smash the thumbs up button and consider subscribing. I know a lot of you guys that watch my videos don't actually subscribe. So if you'd like to be along in this journey, please hit that subscribe button, and all the comments, all the likes, all the subscriptions really help my channel grow. So I would appreciate that a lot. Thank you so much, you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Happy taxing.